a ray of silence that shines through the amber time. The world plays the role of transparency, yet is twisted at its core. The translucent thing is a persona in disguise, so well honed that it never becomes cloudy. The jet black shadow cast on the surface of the lake of thought is a total affirmation and a sign of denial. A cocoon of ideas wrapped in a spiral begins to hatch slowly inside the viewer. Distortion is a curve that smiles softly behind correctness, while witnessing the dissolution of reality. The clarity of the translucent makes all distortions visible. The purity of light conspires with the complexity of shadow. Whenever we give a name to the formless and trap it in a trap of definition, its existence wavers like water of escape. Still, I see it. Its jet black undulation. I see the beauty of this contradiction. So brilliant and distorted, wrapped in the silence of affirmation. Time draws an eternal path, and in the path that twists and turns like a labyrinth, the luminous beauty that is emitted by the transparent luster is a fragment of inner truth that has been overlooked in this distorted shadow. Its seemingly refined contours in fact sway and change shape with the winds of time, reflecting a fluidity that is forever unfixed. Like a blurred image of one's own soul reflected in a mirror, it evokes a sense of presence that is both fleeting and certain. This dialogue also reflects his inner self, the complex passions that lie between ideals and compromises, purity and distortion. The wind whispers its strange tuning, which is both beautiful and painful, regardless of the meaning of its existence. We find ourselves in it as solitary wanderers. This world quietly beats a new self between eternity and the moment, woven by distorted lacquer shadows that lurk in the lucid light. Its luster is as if it has polished the night. It is too deep to be called clear, too dark to be called transparent. It is a sticky darkness that makes you feel the coldness of crystal on your skin. But at the same time, if you touch it, you feel as if your fingertips will be sucked into it. It is similar to the distorted moon shadow, reflected on the surface of polished lacquerware. The dream of a perfect sphere is actually a tilted trajectory, with a somewhat lost center of gravity. The luminous brilliance is as if it were the truth itself, with no deviation in order and absolute serenity. This power is the source of the shadow, the will of distortion that seeps out from the abyss like lacquer, and quietly eats away at the texture of the translucence. Opposites that would normally accentuate each other. However, what we have here is a strange complicity, where light itself contains shadow, and shadow itself reflects light. The beauty of the translucent light is assured by the depth of the shadow, and the mystery of the shadow is highlighted by the brilliance of the translucent light. As if in a Mobius circle, there is no front or back, only repeated self-reference. Our perception is similar to this Urushikage. The more we try to be lucid, the more our thoughts are caught in the contours of our own selves and drag their shadows with them. The lucid blade of logic always produces a distorted cutting plane when it slices reality. Words try to fix their meaning, but even at that moment, the jet blackness of the unspoken clings to them, distorting them into a polysemic sound. It is truly both lucid and distorted. What do we see when we look into this lacquer shadow? A clever veneer of self-deception? Or is it the stark truth that contradiction is the essence of existence? Or is it the fundamental fabric of the world, where beauty and ugliness, the sacred and the profane, order and chaos are inextricably woven together? It is in the distortions that lurks a bewitching allure that transcends the harmony of the schedule. A slightly twisted spiral is more deeply moving to our souls than a perfect circle. The gaze that glides across the surface of the Rylong is eventually caught by the distortion and is led into the jet black depths. It is a fascinating labyrinth that defies easy understanding. It is a silent eloquence that points to the unspeakable. At the pinnacle of beauty, a shadow flickers as if denying itself. We are lost for words in the midst of this contradiction, only to be drawn into its abyss. There are no answers, just an inexplicable play of radiance and shadow that goes on forever. Transparency always lies. The more pure and clear it is, the more it tests the eye. Its crystals shatter light and feign reason, but the shattered truth does not choose the hand that picks it up. Many times I have picked up the delirium, believing in serenity, and caressed the black will that lurks in the depths of the luminosity. To be luminous is to let everything through, while distortion is the technique of bending all of it in the brains of others. There is no straightness in the world. What exists is a masked dance of those who want to be seen. The lacquer shadow is deep,